Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Damilola, but you can call me Da Fresh, and I welcome you to Design Chat. I know majority of you guys are first timers, and we have people who have been here for who have been with us for quite some time. So what we do here, we talk about everything and anything design. We basically learn together to grow together. That is the purpose of this community. And for a couple of weeks now, we have been doing, we have only done two episodes, and our recent episode bordered about generating ideas and inspiration for logo design, where I shared my 6 step logo design process with you guys. And today we're actually talking about how to make logos how to make logos from brand initials, right? And our guest today is a brand identity designer. Please, can you hear me? Please let somebody reply so I can proceed.
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay, all right, thank you. So our guest today is a brand identity designer. He is also a UI UX and graphic design tutor at Creative Experts Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Donatus Nwachukwu. Okay,
Hi
yeah,
guys, good evening. Good
okay,
evening
welcome,
everybody.
welcome
How
Donatus.
are we? Thank you
So,
very
I
much, Damilola.
yeah, and thank you very much for showing up. Guys, Donatus here has been a friend for almost a year now, and I've also been privileged to have worked with him on a design project. He's a wonderful designer and he delivers excellently. So, Donatus, before we
That's
go
nice.
into the business of today, right? I'd like us to
Okay.
talk a little bit about NGDX, right? For some of you that might not have been aware about it, we there was an event that held yesterday. It was a creative design conference, and this was a event that it was just very mind blowing. It was an explosion. That was how I felt. You know, I mean, we haven't had
We lost your
so
voice.
much
Lost
of
your voice.
such an event in the creative industry. So being at that event yesterday and the experience I had, so many things I had to learn, so many people I had to meet, networking and everything. It was just an amazing moment for me, and I know it is the same for a lot of other creative that were present at that event yesterday you know. But one thing is this, Donatus, you are part of the organizing team, right? So I want you to kind of share
Yeah.
with us, what was it like being part of the team? Because you guys did an excellent job. What's it called?
Wow.
um I mean, I didn't even mention the amazing meal that we were served, and that is one thing. Sometimes when we attend events and we kind of get some form of disappointment, we can still forgive them if they serve us quality food. You know, but for NGDX yesterday, you know, there was so much value that I got from that event that I almost did not even make mention of the quality of meal that we were served. What's it called? The jollof rice and chicken, it was top notch. I mean, what's it
With the
called?
salad.
The salad, I didn't get to taste the potato and chips and everything because that point, me, I was busy doing a lot of networking, meeting people, taking pictures and everything because but the aroma was everywhere. But I was just telling myself, Bobo, no be food you come here, come chop, abeg. But it was just so amazing. Please, can you just tell us, now you that you are part of the organizers, you were inside and everything. Just tell us what was the process like, what were the things you learned during the process, through from planning to execution to everything. Just briefly tell us, yeah, your experience.
Ah, well, guys, good evening. In case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Nwachukwu, okay? So it's a very big privilege for me to be here with you guys. About NGDX, to be honest, I've not recovered. I've not recovered both the planning processes, the way the organizers, everybody came in together to put our heads together to make sure it was a success. It's a whole lot of learning process. I must confess, it's a whole lot of learning process, and I was blessed to be part of the team. I won't lie to you guys. When there was a time that Julie called me, uh, was it sometime around August or July? July, between July to August. I can't remember the exact time, but she called me and then we're having a conversation. And she now told me, "Guy, something is coming up, oh, something is coming up, and it's going to be massive." I said, "What is it?" She said that we're about to host the first ever design conference. So at that particular time, I already started designing how the experience is going to look like in my head. I was already, this is really going to be massive. And of course, it didn't disappoint. We had a massive event yesterday. It
Honestly
was a
speaking.
total success. Everybody was. What I love most about the event is how there was no segregation, there was no tribalism, there was there was no there was no hierarchy. In fact, everybody was on the same level. We were all on the same level. Both the
Honestly speaking,
top guys, yeah, Daniel Emeka, yeah,
it was
Lexane,
just
yeah,
so amazing.
Rex, Posters, all of them, everybody was just there.
Bolanle
So
Banwo.
to be honest, it's Bola Banwo, yeah, yeah, she really blessed our souls. I won't lie.
Honestly
So everybody
speaking.
was actually our hands were on deck, and we made sure that everything was well taken care of. I was part of the volunteer committee, so we had two meetings, and the first meeting where we plan and organize our roles. Then we also went there like a day before the event to also put so many things in place. So it was well thought out, well thought out. It really came out as planned for real. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
Wonderful,
That's
wonderful,
it.
wonderful. So
If na no come, una miss so.
abi na na person wey no come na him miss na. Yeah,
Anybody
definitely.
wey no come, you miss a lot.
I know, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the way it is now, so I mean, like like you have said, I mean, it all turned out to be great, and that is another. It is also evident for us that designers knows how to do things better. I mean, one of the things
Yeah.
that I during the design thinking masterclass taught by Lexane, he shared a quote with us that says, "What makes you a good designer makes you a good person," and that's totally played out yesterday at that event because I mean, you guys planned and executed that event with us in mind, right? You guys planned
Yeah.
and executed that event with us in mind, and that was absolutely
Yeah.
amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So, and that was it for yesterday's event, and now we are about to go into today's business proper. So, Donatus, you have the floor. I am just going to be in the back end. I'm just going to be in the backstage. I'm going to be learning too. Forget me say I go dey learn. We never stop learning, right? So guys, I've heard you. Take away any form of distraction, right? And you can take screenshots, you can do whatever, and just make sure you are engaged and you are focused, and so that you can pick whatever it is that you need to pick from his teachings. So you can go, sir.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm super excited to have all of you. To be honest, really a privilege for me to be here with all of you. When Dami told me about this, I was like, oh God. I was very excited to have been invited, and it's really a privilege also to share my knowledge as a designer with you people. It's really been a nice experience for me. as a designer, it's really been a nice experience for me as a designer. And one of the things that makes this profession very peculiar to me is because of the way I started, okay, because of the way I started. Yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a little background story before we go into the main business. Okay, so please stay tuned. You are going to gain a lot from this session, even though it's 30 minutes, but whatever I'm going to share with you, you're going to gain a lot from it. So, how did I kick off this career? Um, in 2018, yeah, in 2018, I was working as a sales representative with Access Bank, and we went to our monthly performance review that period, and then our what do they call that? The regional manager made a very strong comment. She said that you guys should take this thing serious, so that if you guys don't take your job serious, like our what really happened then that made me start looking for that meet was our um our deliverables, our targets were increased, and there was no increase in our remuneration. Our money, the money was supposed to pay us was did not increase. So during that meeting, I was provoked, and I said, what is all this? How will you guys increase our target? Our money don't increase. How will you
Abina.
guys? How will we gonna be doing
Which
this?
kind level be
So
that?
that particular, I wish I level be that. So when I went
Abina.
on that day, I thought, okay, what am I now going to be doing to really help me get something else? How am I going to get a side hustle that is going to be putting
Yeah.
constant food on the table? And then I had a lot of things. I had the option of going for programming, that is computer programming. I had the option of going for other stuff. But man, when I entered into graphic design, I discovered that yeah, I really have a passion for this. Like what really drove me, what has really been a key player to my growth has really been my passion for the design industry. Okay, so fast forward to this moment, a lot of things has happened, and part of the places I've grown so well personally is as it regards brand identity design. That has been a part that I love so well in the graphic design industry, and that has been the part I intend building a career around. I can do other things, so I can do regular design, I can do flyers, I can do brochures, I can do lots of design related stuff. But when it comes to brand identity, thank you, it's a domain. So I want to welcome all of you. I want to welcome all of you so well once again, and I want to appreciate all of you for finding the time to be here. It's really a privilege for me to be the one to take you on this. And then it's gonna be a ride. I promise you that it's gonna be a ride. So let's get started. We're gonna treat some theories, and then we're going to see some stuff before we now hit design proper. So please, if you have a friend that is a designer that's supposed to be here, Ejo, invite them in. Invite them in. The room can still contain as many as
You
100
guys,
persons, and
please, you can invite them in. You can
uh,
share the link that I dropped in the group. You can
I'll share the
share
link
that
on your
link to them.
status. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm going to empty myself for real. I'm going to empty myself for you guys. Okay, so can you guys still see me?
Yes, we can. Can you guys see him? Because me, I can see him, oh, even though I
Type
can't
your
see myself.
response.
But guys, please do type your response so that
I've seen you, sir. Type your response in the chat box. Okay, so I'm going to start from the theories before we go to the practical, because you can't remove theory from practical, and you can't remove practical from theories. Okay, so I'm going to be defining some terms with you guys, and then we are going to see some stuff about logos, and then we're going to hit our design software. So first of all, what is a logo? What is a logo? Uh, yeah, this is a particular place that lots of people miss it. Okay, I've had people who meet me to their logos for them, and the funniest part is that they don't really know what a logo is. start with. Okay, because if you know what a logo is, you are not going to be giving me a brief and be asking you to on your logo design that I should include your phone number, your address, and everything on your logo design. Like I've had people do that several times. So what I usually do, because I know the theories, I'll take them through a training process. I'll try to bring them up at least to a basic level of understanding what a logo is. Okay, so I want to first of all tackle that so that we'll have that mindset, we'll have that understanding of what really we are here for, what really a logo is. Okay, so a logo is, okay, you can write down if you have a pen, you can write down this if you have a pen and paper. So a logo is a symbol. Um, okay, it's any symbol, okay, it's any symbol created to represent the visual identity of a brand. Okay, a logo is any symbol created to represent the visual identity of a brand. I'll take it again. A logo is any symbol that is created with the intention of representing the visual identity of a brand. So, for short, I love to say that a logo is the face of a brand. A logo is the face of a brand. Okay, imagine if you're starting a brand and you don't have a logo, it looks as if you're a human being that is working without a face. Yeah, like you're working with your face covered with a mask. Nobody will sabi you. They'll be calling you, this guy is a mask. That guy that has mask. That guy that has mask. That's what they used to remember you. Okay. So a logo is a delicate face of a brand. That is the reason why brands, top brands, pour out money. When I mean money, I mean the logos that people have designed that is worth millions. Okay, we have logos that worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, because these big brands understand what it is to have a very nice logo that represent them out there. Okay, just if you think of a logo like this, remember that most ladies look more appealing with makeup. So that money that ladies invest in beautifying their face during their wedding, their birthday, special occasion, so that they will be able to appear much more beautiful, much more catchy to the outside world. That is the same reason brands invest so much money in making sure that they have a brand identity that represents what they are and what they represent. That is, they have a brand that represents what they are and what they represent. Okay, so a logo is a whole lot. A logo is a whole lot. Personally, I treat logo design as a religion because if I can get a logo right, if I can get a logo right for my client, that means I can set them rolling for a successful business. Do that again. If I can get uh, the logo right, if I can get brand identity right for my client, that means I've set their brand rolling for success. Okay, so that being said, you need to know that we have types of logos, seven types of logos, and they have functions. They have they have special brands and occasions that are best suited. Okay, seven types of logos. They have businesses and brands that they are best suited. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start is one we're going to be doing today. The first one is called monograms. Okay, monograms or um, letter marks. Monograms or letter marks. So monograms or letter marks are logos that are created from brand initials. Okay, so when I want to create a brand right now, and I want to, if I'm creating a brand right now, and my brand name is Nwachukwu, and I said, okay, I want to create something around my initials, like to serve as a signature where people see the remember D N, which is actually what I'm currently using, D and N. Okay, so when I create a logo with these two initials, I've just created a monogram logo, and it works very well. Monogram logos and letter marks, it works very well for brands that have multiple names and they want. It works very well for brands that have multiple names and they want their brand initials to serve as signatures in people's hearts. Okay, so let me chip this in before I proceed. The essence of creating logos and stuff is to create impression in people's hearts. The essence of creating logos is to create impression in audience, in your clients, in people's hearts entirely. So when you see that Coca-Cola logo anywhere, you know that this is Coke. It's a brand you can associate with. Okay, so an example of monogram logo, we have by real life monogram logo. We have AIT, NTA, NF, is it NFA? Any logo that you see out there that has initials, okay, that has initials, NTA, AIT, which other one? Can you push? Give me them. I can remember. CNN, BBC, etc. Is a logo. Let's be considered. So those ones are called letter marks. And yeah, letter marks. Then the second type of logo that we have is word mark logo, also known as logo types. Okay, so word mark logos are logos that are created from. It's actually a logo that is created for a brand that has one name. Okay, so if a brand have one name, one of the best logo type, one of the best logo options they go for is word mark. A very popular example is Coca-Cola. We know Coca-Cola so well. We know Nokia so well. We know Samsung so well. All these are logos that use their name as their logo. So that's it's also another option. And it works so well for brands that want people to remember their name. Okay? The ones whenever you hear their name it sticks, like it stays in. Okay, so it works very well for people that want their logos to stay in people's head. Example, whenever you hear Nokia, you remember their logo, you remember the name, it sticks. Whenever you hear Coca-Cola, you remember their logo, you remember their name, it sticks. Okay, whenever you hear other example, popular example, there are lots of them, there are lots of wordmark logos out there. So it works with brand. It wants your client's brand to stick in people's head, and it works very well. It works very well too if it is a one name brand. Okay, if it's a one name brand, please before you start sketching your ideas, remember that I said it in this night class that wordmark logos works very well for a one name brand, be it restaurant, be it beauty, be it whatsoever. If it's a one name brand, wordmark logos work very well. Then the third type of logo, we have pictorial mark. We have pictorial logos. Those are logos that use pictures that we can relate to it as a brand symbol. They use pictures that we can relate with as brand symbols. Okay, a very popular example is Apple. Yeah, we all know Apple logo. We all remember Apple logo. Whenever you see that Apple seed, even though you see a fresh apple, whenever you see a fresh apple, you remember Apple brand, you remember Apple phone. If you want to do any illustration now, once you see Apple, your head goes to Apple phone. So it's a very popular example. Okay. Then another one, another very popular example, another a very popular type of logo mark is called abstract logo. Abstract logo. That's number four. Abstract logos are also logos that are created from symbols. But different between this and pictorial logo is that abstract logos does not usually have pictures that we can relate to it. Okay, for example of abstract logo is Nike swoosh. We all remember Nike, Nike, sorry, not Nike, it's Nike. Remember Nike swoosh, that Nike swoosh logo. Yoruba call it Nike. My Aba boys calls it Nika. So and so on and so forth. So that particular swoosh is an abstract. The reason it's an abstract is because they use an image that we cannot necessarily relate with any real life object, but they have some hidden meanings behind them. So most abstract logos have hidden meanings behind them. Okay, in fact, all logos, not just abstract logos, all logos have should have hidden meanings behind them. We see abstract because the marks that are using the marks, see that swoosh. You can't really say that any plant or leaves or trees or anything looks like it. Okay, so the way to enjoy abstract logos is to remember that okay, this one there's a hidden meaning inside it. For example, the Nike swoosh have a meaning. It represents a sports brand, and the deeper meaning of that swoosh means somebody that is sprinting, somebody that is taking off and sprinting. That is the hidden meaning. It also means one great something like that means sprint or run, or just has to do with sports. So that is the hidden meaning behind that. So anytime you are settling for an abstract logos, make sure you brainstorm so well and you really come up with this particular option. Then number five, okay, I mentioned four. I mentioned I mentioned letter marks, which is a monogram. I mentioned word mark, which is a logotype. I mentioned pictorial logos. Okay, I mentioned abstract logos, and then number five we have emblems. We have emblematic logos. Okay, emblematic logos are let me just give you an example. Very popular example of emblematic logo is federal government of Nigeria logo. Okay, federal government of Nigeria logo is an example of emblematic logo. Nigeria Football Association logo is a very good example of emblematic logo. Our primary and secondary school logos, us that go to government school, not those that went to private school that their school have money to hire big brand designers. They might do something like something stylish. But we that went to primary school, our logos, that went to government school, so that we don't even know their names. Our logos are mostly emblems. Okay, our logos are mostly emblematic logos. Okay, so how do you use emblematic logos? It works very well for it works very well for traditional brands. Okay, it works very well for parastatals. It works very well for church also. Yeah, churches use emblems so well. Yeah, associations, unions, they use emblems so well. Example of emblem, popular emblematic logo. We have Chelsea logo, we have Man U logo, etc. Okay, so that is that about emblematic logos. Then the sixth one, we have combination mark. Okay, we have combination mark, and it is combining one or two of the above mentioned logo types of logos. Okay, combining one or two of the above mentioned types of logos. For example, if you combine an abstract logo with when you combine an abstract or pictorial logo with a text, you are creating a combination mark. Okay, a very popular example of combination mark is a very popular example of combination mark is uh, Burger Kings. Okay, Burger Kings is a very popular example of combination mark. All right, so I'm trying to be fast so that we can get into the business of the night. Okay, then the last one I've mentioned six. Okay, then the last one is mascot logos. Okay, so in mascot logos, you draw the character, you draw something like a brand ambassador, use something like an ambassador for your brand. Okay, you use something like an ambassador for your brand. For example, a very popular example of mascot logos is KFC Chicken. Okay, if you look at KFC Chicken, they use Colonel Sanders, who is the founder of the brand, as their logo mark. So they just did a mascot of him, okay, and use it as their logo. Mascot logos works very well if you want people to associate your brand with a particular brand ambassador. Even if it's your face that is the ambassador of the brand, just do a vector illustration of your face and put a name. You've had your mascot logo. So if you know how to do vector illustrations very well and you know how to interpret these things, you can set up a mascot logo. Okay, so those are the seven types of logos and how to apply them. Okay, so we are going to be doing a letter mark, and I want you guys to give me a random brand name. I want this to be as practical as possible. So give me a random brand name, and then we start. So please drop your chats. Give me a random brand name. Please, if you are giving me, give me a name that we can make use of initials. Okay, we've seen correct. Okay, correct. Okay, next, any other person type in a random brand name for me. Let us create something practical. Anybody? I've seen correct. Hello, anybody?
Hello guys, you guys should suggest names. You guys should suggest brand names
I want us to
that
partake. Oh. I want us to
that
partake.
we can use
Video,
to create a logo. Yeah.
Video Ninja. I love Video Ninja. Chill. That's sound interesting. Okay, so Video Ninja. Let's have like two or three more names. And then we've had three two already. We have Corel, we have Video Ninja, we've had Prejo. Please, did I mention? Do you guys get the seven logo types, or should I go over it again? The seven logos. Did you guys get it?
I mean, after what's it called? After emblematic, which one follows after emblematic?
After
I
emblems.
Yeah, after
Okay, after
emblems,
emblems.
we have letter
I
mark.
talked of, yeah, I mentioned the first one is monogram, word mark, Victoria abstract, emblematic, letter mark, and
Yes.
mascot. Mascot.
Okay, mascot.
Okay,
Okay.
mascot. Yes, mascot. So we've gotten Video Ninja, we've gotten Prezzo, we've gotten Correct. Okay, so we're going to do campus living, another nice one. So savvy creators, oh, beautiful names. These guys, all of them are creative. All of them are really creative. Okay, so campus living, savvy creators, video ninja. All right, we are going to pick one. We are going to pick one from this, and we are going to use it. I'm going to go for video ninja. Any other contrary opinion? I just love that video ninja stuff. Contrary opinion, or we should go for video ninja. Hello guys, let's have an interactive discussion.
Savvy creators. Someone just sent in
That's how you do
savvy
it for my
creators.
student too. Yeah, so savvy creators. Savvy creators. Okay.
Guys,
So we are going to do
you
a
guys
vote. How many are we? Yeah, how many
should
are we?
vote.
We are nine of us. We are nine of us. So if you are here, kindly help us choose. Okay. Savvy creators and video ninja. So we Prezzo is a word mark. Prezzo is a word mark. I would have love us to use Prezo, but it's a word mark. And my guy at the top said I should do initials. Abioga, what do you think?
No be even me talk am, na the community talk am.
Okay, now the community talk have.
Yes
Oh,
now.
beautiful. All right, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so beloved community, we have an option. So let's not waste our time. It's already past 10, and people will be going to work tomorrow. So we're going to be working with Video Ninja. All right, now very very important information about logo design. Never ever design a logo with these faces. I'm going to tell you. So, what are those things? First of all, is don't hit your system. Do not clearly understand the brand you're working on. Please, I beg you. You need to understand the brand you're working on. You are working for. Yeah, you need to clearly understand it. And then after understanding it, how do I mean? You need to make sure you get the best information you can from whoever needs you to do a logo for them. That is where requesting for a comprehensive creative design brief comes in. Okay, so always ask for this. Now, most of our clients don't really know how to give out a design brief. Okay, most of them don't know how to do it. So it's your job to ask them the necessary questions that will spur you into creativity, that will bring out the best in you. Okay, so always get a clear understanding of the brand you're working for. So, Alex, I learned you're done that. I said that you're done that posted Video Ninja. So, what are they into? What is Video Ninja into? Hello, Alex. Can you hear me? Alex, are you still there?
Alexander, are you still there? Yeah, he's there. I think he's
Hello.
typing.
Okay, then. So, tell me what they are into.
Oh, Alex,
What
Alex left
industry?
already. Oh.
Oh
Alex
boy.
ti japa
All
o.
right.
Bóyá network dẹ̀ ló japa.
All right.
Yeah, okay. By the virtue of the, I mean, you see,
All
that's
right.
that
So,
is what we don't like to do as designers. To judge just based on the name and everything. We like to hear from the clients, to properly understand them. But now
yeah.
Alex is not here, and we have to move on. So we have to work with something. Carry on.
All right. So, are we still using that or we should look for something else?
Okay, I think Alex is back. Let's still ask
Okay,
him
Alex.
if he
Alex,
has
welcome
if he
back.
can give us the information.
Alex, welcome back. So, what is what does the brand Video Ninja do? What are they into? Hello, Alex. If you can hear me, kindly reply. So I will move on. There is no time.
I don't think Alex can hear you. I think he's having difficulties with uh what's it called there. Maybe we should pick another. Okay, it's a video creation agency. He
A
said,
video creation agency.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. All right. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you right now, and I'm going to take you through my logo design processes so I see exactly how I'm able to execute my logos. Before we proceed, I think it's okay for me to let you know that this year alone I've done over 100 logos. I've done over 100 logos. I've designed over 100 identities, and none of those identities have been rejected. The reason that I will submit logo, and they'll tell you bring third option, bring fourth option. That's never been my portion. Yeah, secret is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So what I'm going to share with you has been the secret. Okay. So this, if you do logo, you send. Let's say you need a third option. Ask Dami. Dami knows. I'll make sure that I kill it on the first two options that I'll send to you. I'll make sure I kill it on the first two options I send to you. And what really helps me do that is making sure that I clearly understand the brand, and then I do an enough research. Please write this thing down. Enough research about the brand. Okay, that's why I asked. That's why I asked Alex what that brand does. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing the screen with you. I'm going to take you through my logo design processes. I'm going to see how to get this executed. Okay, so let me present. I am presenting over here. I am presenting over here. So if you can see my screen, let me know if you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Okay, we can, we
Can you
can.
see me?
I can see
I'm inside
actually.
Corel Draw.
I don't know if others can see.
Everybody, can you see my
Okay,
screen?
so we can.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so please, before you proceed, please, I'd like to quickly
all right,
chip in something, right? So,
all right,
guys,
all right.
you can see that Donato right here is using Corel Draw, I mean, for logo design, right? I have always
Yeah,
been an advocate of, as a designer, you should not restrict yourself to just a particular design software.
Software.
There are other designers who believe that, oh, you can only create amazing logos using Illustrator or whatever. However, the design software that I myself recommend for logo design is either Illustrator or CorelDRAW. So Donatus here is
Illustrator.
going to be showing us how to do these things using CorelDRAW. So you can also do the same thing using Illustrator. What is most important is you understand the process of how you can take this whole thing from beginning till the end. So it's not really about the software, it's about the outcome of your work. So you can carry on. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's about the outcome of your work. There is, if you, once you understand the processes and the principles, software, mm, software, well, software matters to a fault, but then, Timothy can't see my screen. Is anybody having this? Anybody else having the same issue?
Yes, yes. I mean, I think I think you have gone back to the browser. You are no longer sharing
Yes.
the CorelDRAW screen. Yeah, that's what I guess that's what they
Yes,
are
please ask
saying.
them.
Yeah, you're back now.
Are they seeing my screen? Hello.
I can see your screen. So let's just wait for others' response.
Can see it, sir.
We
Can you all see?
abeg make una type oh, guys, please use the chat this thing. You can mute yourself, please. I mean, I'm trying to see how I can mute you guys, but I can only do as much. I'm managing a lot of things here. Please, guys, please mute your mic, and if you want to contribute, use the chat section and drop your message there so that we can have the floor for our guest. Yeah, carry on, sir.
All right. Are you guys seeing? Are you guys
Yes,
seeing
we
what I'm
can see.
doing?
We can see.
All right. So what I usually do is I make sure I get all the information I can, all the information I can about the brand. Okay. So it takes lots of research. For real, if I'm giving um, a logo job to create, it takes days. Sometimes it takes weeks before can be able to come up with concepts. But because I've done it over time, I've been able to master some quick fixes. Okay. So first of all, uh, what I'm going to do right now is jump into my browser and let's understand what we all of us know what a video is. Okay. At least we have a layman's knowledge of what a video is. But Ninja is a strange man in the room. So let's go to the browser and let's do some basic research. Okay. Let's do some basic research. So that's how I do my own. So what is video? Okay, thank God for video. Okay, so just to get a very wide understanding of the brand you're
We
working
can't
with.
see that, so we are still seeing the Corel Draw screen. We can't see
Okay,
the.
how
Okay, yeah, we can see that now.
can you guys see it now?
Yes, we can.
Can you guys see it now?
Yes, we can see it. We can see it.
All right. So I've copied few of the Google definitions. Okay, so the next one is the base definitions. Okay, we've gotten the definitions for video. Let's keep it to one side. Okay, then let's get the one for ninja, the meaning of ninja. Okay, the truth is, a brand you can't understand, you can't design. And if you can't design, you can't present, you lack the confidence and boldness to um, present or defend your skill. Okay, so I've gotten this, the meaning of ninja. Are we all following? Hello, am I alone in the room? Hello, hello guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, are you guys seeing the processes I'm using? Are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing? Hello. Right.
Yes, we are. We
It's
are. We are. We can see. We can see.
okay. All right. Then I'm going to also take some images. I'm going to take some images relating to. This is called mood board creation and brainstorming. Mood board creation, research, and brainstorming. Okay. So I'm going to get an image of a ninja. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I didn't I sweat there like that. That should give me a second. I think I like this one. Okay, really. I feel okay. So I've gotten this. I've gotten this. I've gotten the one for get one for video. You guys will see how I'll combine it um and create something from the random initials. All right. So are we still together?
Yes, we are.
Hello.
Yes, we are with you. We are with you. No shaking. Carry on.
All right. So the next important thing that I need to also do now we've gotten after gathering the concept. After gathering the concept, the next thing I usually do is to sketch. I usually sketch out the ideas. Some I go straight to the system and I start designing. But if you can sketch, you sketch out. Then the next important thing I usually do is I go out there and see the standard, what other logos are out there that looks like what I want to design. Okay, I would not saying it as a designer, you don't need to rely on your creativity alone. Okay, you don't need to rely on your creativity alone. So one of the things that I do that really helped me is to steal like an artist. What does that mean? It means I have my own concepts. You get, I keep my concepts on side, and then I go and look for inspirations, other inspirations that I will use to add to my concept, and then when I bring it out, it becomes brand new. So how to steal like an artist is, of course, you got a concept, then you go to other stuff that exists before, and then you borrow particles. You borrow particles, add to your own concept, and you've created a master class, maybe a masterpiece, created a masterpiece. And this works for me all the time because I've already have a knowledge of what I want to design before. So let's go and look at other video creation logos. Okay. So search for video creation and logos. Okay, I'm gonna see lots of them. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Uh, okay, I've seen some. I've seen some. I'm going to borrow the ones I like very well. The one that suits me very well. Okay, I think I like this. Let me borrow it. Now with this particular skill I just shared with you, you can create a logo every day of your life. You can create a logo every day of your life. I mean, it looks like what you can borrow lots of ideas from. Okay, Okay. Are we still together?
Yes, we are. We are.
All right. Are you guys learning anything at all? Are we learning anything at all?
Okay, guys. Let's
If I learn anything, put it in the comment box to let me know that
please
I'm not wasting my saliva.
put it in the put it
All
in the
right. The
comment.
next place
Let's
that I
let's
usually
see
ask,
what you're. Let us know if you are learning something, please.
yeah. So the first place I go is Google. The second place I go is Pinterest. Almighty Pinterest. If you're a designer and you're not on Pinterest, you are doing yourself lots of harm. To be honest, in fact, Pinterest is my own Facebook. So let's go to Pinterest and still search for the same thing. Video, editor, logo. Okay. So go down and see what Pinterest got. Pinterest got something that I don't really understand. I like this. I'm going to want to target from it. Okay. Uh, that's not opening. It's opening. And that's another place also that I go to gather ideas from is Behance and Dribble. So I'm going to be using Dribble too, so that my mood will be plenty. Oh my baby. Okay, so we look for video creator logo. All right, all right, all right. I love something like this. I think it can also work too. Yeah. Aha. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've gotten everything I need to set the floor rolling. Okay. So, what are some of the things you can also steal apart from the appearance of the icon? And that you can also steal is the color presentation, color combination. So you don't just go and borrow people's identity and claim it as your own. You can just carry out your own concept and then borrow only the color concept, the way the person combines his colors or the way the person aligns logos. It is you get. Alright. So I think we could do this. Alright. Alright, we good. We good. Then let's now start designing. Are you guys following?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's start designing. My favorite part. Where the work is, where the major work is on conceptualization, the research, and finding ideas. That's where the major work is. But once you've gotten it, once in fact, I can design a logo in 30 seconds. 30 seconds is exaggerated. I can design a logo in 20 to 10 minutes. Once I've gotten the concept and I've gotten my sketches ready. Okay, so let's go. What are the initials here? We need to work with our V and our M. Okay, now there are many ways to go around this. There are many ways to go around this. Okay, there are many ways to go around this. You get now what is a ninja? A ninja is a person skilled in Japanese art of ninjutsu. So anybody that is skilled in anything he does is a ninja. So if I'm good in graphic design, I'm a graphic design ninja. Get so that is what a ninja is. Somebody that is good, somebody that is excellent and does very well in what he does. That's a ninja. So you need to have all these concepts so that when you are presenting your logo, you have solid stuff to hold. Then what is a video? A video is recording and reproducing or rebroadcasting of moving visual images. It's a great option for anyone looking to start up using blah blah blah. Okay, so recording of moving visual images digitally or on video tape. So you've understood what you are working on. Now we're going to be working with this a person skilled in Japanese art of ninjutsu. Okay. Now we've seen this guy, we've understood how he looks. Now how can we now combine our ninjutsu guy inside here? Okay. Now most of the time I sketch out these ideas and then pick the one that works very well for me. But right now, since we don't have lots of time on our side, I'm going to use my pencil. I'm just going to do a basic sketch and show you guys what I got. And then let me just hit the let me just hit the let me just hit the system and then get design. Okay. Now there are many ways to go over this. I can work with this VN. Are you guys see my screen? Hello.
Yes, we can. Actually,
All right.
if you don't mind, you can
Yeah.
do the sketching. I don't really think that
Sketch. I should
the
sketch Abby.
audience is that much in a hurry. I mean, I actually believe that they are eager to learn. So if you don't mind, right? If you don't mind, you can do the sketching. But if it's not something you are disposed to do right now, you can go ahead. Everybody knows that it is important to do sketching. So just do it if you
All right.
can.
So
If you can't,
it's
you are not mandated to do it compulsorily.
under any obligation.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So watch me as I combine these two. Okay. So there are lots of ways to do it. I can use my pencil. I can use my grid system. I can use anything. But for this particular video, I'm going to just use this alphabet. Does this look okay? Let me use that. We have Montserrat. So I'm going to be using a Montserrat font. And this looks a little bit balanced now. All right. So watch. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break the two apart. Okay. Then I'm going to take this closer here. I'm going to take this closer here. I'm going to make sure that I create my V on my end to look much alike. And then I'm going to add that ninja feel to this. Alright? Don't worry, when I start doing it, you understand. Okay. So I'm breaking this apart. The next thing I'm going to do is to use my contour tool. I'll use my contour tool and cut this like this. This is not the right one. This, I want to contour. And there's so many ways to do your logo. There are lots of ways. There are lots of ways. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to press Ctrl K to break my contour apart. Okay, I'm going to break my contour apart. Now I've gotten this. Let me color the contour so that you see it. Are you guys following? Hello, is everybody following me?
Yes, yes, we are. We are.
All right. So let me change my contour color. This is my contour color. It's one of the my favorite tool in color draw. It helps me do a lot of. It helps my logo design career so well. Okay. So I'm gonna break this apart. Then I'm going to select this one that I broke apart. So I broke this apart. Yes, it's not something alone. Click on it, select the end. I'm going to click on the contour, select the end, and then I'm going to trim this part out. Okay, now this is what we now have. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. I don't need it. I'm going to remove this black one. I don't need it. Okay, now the work is not finished, but we've started. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I get it. I give it that ninja feel. Okay, I'm going to give it that ninja feel. Um, how am I going to achieve that? I'm going to use my shape tool. I'm going to create this here, then extend it this way. Okay, Now, if you are doing logos, you have to make sure that you work on your balance. Okay, you work on your balance and that's like a ninja already. Make sure that every place that requires to be balanced is well balanced. Okay, let's give it to the end too. It's imbalanced already. So you take your time. You take your time and make sure you get the exact thing you want. Okay, to do this, what I'm doing is I'm just adding nodes and creating um, curves, corners around it. Like I said earlier, there are many ways to carry out this. There are many ways to carry this out. But I settled for this. Yeah. Where that was going to support here. Just to give it that ninja feel. Ooh, sorry about that. Give it that ninja stylish feel. Okay. Is it looking like anything? So we've got our V, we've got our N, and what's this? It's proportionate. From our letter. Sometimes I don't use letters, sometimes I use rectangles and other shapes. Okay. Now I'm not going to do anything that relates to video here because I've already added Ninja here. So the VN is going to represent the video and the V and the N will represent the video. And then the Ninja guy is all these ninja feelings I'm giving it. See that ninja feelings I'm giving it. That's that ninja feelings I'm giving it. That's just that. Okay. Yeah. I think we are okay. The another thing you also need to pay attention to is all right. So I'm going to add a little adjustment to this. Okay. Uh, so that this guy will really look like a ninja. So I'm going to do this and then stretch just this arm alone, this arm. So I'm going to select all the nodes, click outside, select all the nodes, and then I just don't worry, I'm still going to drop it. Okay. So I'm not looking distorted, Abby. Bring it back. Okay. Are you guys seeing that ninja hand? Yo. And then check your balance. It's not yet balanced. So many things are out of proportion. Okay, that's where my ruler comes in. So make sure I'm going to make sure everything balances out very well. Okay, and then I'm going to curve here a little bit. This one is not yet balanced, so let me take it again. Make sure it balances. Please take your time. Oh, this thing takes time. Especially when you charge good amounts. And maybe some other time we'll talk about pricing and
Yeah,
all
definitely.
that.
We are
But
going
then
to we'll be having other subsequent episodes to talk about.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even if it's a free logo, my own concept, even if it's a free logo, even if it's a free logo, give it your shot. You don't know who might be seeing it. Even if it's a free logo,
exactly.
do it
Yeah,
like it's your
definitely. I mean, what's it called?
first ever.
If you
You
can't,
get,
if you can't do it
yeah,
well, don't do it at all.
I'm telling you, if you're not going to put in your 110%, you don't start. You get, so always take your time and do it well. I think we are almost there, but what now Ninja feel and see this concept, this break that I got here, this guy inspired it. You get this guy inspired it. So um, that's just for you guys consumption. So you see, this is now looking like a V and an N, even though the overall image is looking like a W. But if I'm going to be doing my presentation, I will explain this to whosoever have the logo and say, okay, this is why I did this is what this actually represents, this is what this actually represents. Get so they get to understand and grasp what I'm doing. You get all right. So I want to trim off this place so that there'll be a little bit of balance around here. Okay. Yo, I think I've gotten my guy. The guy is ready. And then this guy is looking way too big. So I'm just going to take it inside of it. So take this down a bit. Yeah. Then adjust here. Okay. Then we are almost there. So what color do you guys think is going to be suitable for this? I'm not done. I have to add. Let me add this. Okay. With that uniform thing. Mm, I'm taking the thing too far. If I add that, it has become a combination mark. So let me stick to my word mark. What else can I add? What else can I add? Now I'm going to add just little dashes here too. Little curves around here. So add your notes here. Then do this. Do the same thing from N this way. Okay. Does it look nice enough? Does it? Okay. You can also take this out too. All right. Then add. Okay. So I'm going to bring this close to give it our gender. So now we are done with this simple logo mark. Okay. All right, guys. That's one way to go about it. Okay, that's just one way. There are lots of ways. To be honest, there are lots of ways. This is just one way. Now that we've gotten a logo mark we can work with, I can do this and do lots of samples. Okay, until I get what I love. Okay, until I get what I love so much. Because one of the things that I do about logos is whenever I design a logo and I do a logo I love so much. Like even myself, I tell myself, say, "Wow, this is beautiful." It flows from my presentation and everything, and it flows to the client. It's a seed that inside me, and they notice that I also love the logo, and the love also extends to them. So once you've designed it to your taste, okay. Once you've designed it to your taste, you get. then you can now start adding other colors. And then for presentation, please always make sure you present the black and white version of your logo. Always make sure you present the black and white version of your logo. So this is our V, and this is our N, and that is it, our video name Nigeria. But
No,
then this
you are no
font
longer
doesn't
sharing your screen. Oh,
away. Don't forget.
yeah. And also, someone asked
Am
a
I being?
question.
So
She says since it's a
okay,
video game, to her,
yeah,
it's a suggestion that it should be a multicolored. So,
yeah, I'm with her.
can you address that?
You say
Or
what?
as in,
Okay, since it's
yeah, you can see that in the this thing.
a
Since
video
it's a
game, it should
video
be
game.
multicolored. Yeah, we have not started. We've not started adding color yet. We are about to go to the colors. We are about to go to the colors. Okay, so we'll be adding colors in a jiffy. Okay,
Can
we'll
you
be
bring
adding
back
colors in
your
a
screen?
jiffy. Yeah, let me bring back my screen so that we'll start adding colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my screen. Before now, before now, I okay. So I guys see my screen. I guys see my screen. Hello,
Yes,
guys.
yes, we are. Yes, we are.
All right, all right, all right. So, so a person skilled in Japanese arts, recording, producing, broadcasting, etc. All right. And that thing I need to also point out, please, if you've gotten the concept for your logo, you may not necessarily add what the company is doing. You may not necessarily add what the company is doing. That is why brainstorming is very, very important. Okay, so you see that I did not add anything that relates to video here, but the logo has lots of meanings behind it because I brainstormed before I started designing. So it's not compulsory, you get, that you add what the company is doing to your logo. But if you add it, there's nothing bad with it too. But it's not compulsory, it's not a law that you must add what the company is doing to your logo. Okay. So why did I bring this up? Most people, if they're doing real estate logo, they will find a way to put house there. Why that is also nice, I think if you do your homework very well, you shouldn't just be stuck with are you guys see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Hello?
Yes, we
All
are.
right. You shouldn't just be stuck with just houses. There should be other things that should trigger it. So there is nothing like a video on this, but I have added something else to represent the brand name, which is Video Ninja. Okay. So other things like colors, presentations will also now depict what the company does. For example, a video creation um, brand is an entertainment brand, okay, and that is where coloring comes in. So you need to understand this thing. Now, for an entertainment brand, what color goes on very well? What color goes on very well? For entertainment brand, yeah, let me save you guys the stress of thinking too much. Entertainment brand, the main message is entertainment, energy, vitality. We're talking about what is going to arouse people's passion, what is going to motivate people and drive action. So one of the colors that's going to work very well with this particular logo is red. Okay, red is going to work so well as the primary color. Okay, all right, so let's start applying our colors. All right, so this is our ninja, you know that Chinese ninja stuff. Yeah, hands out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's start applying our colors. So I'm going to select my V and add a pepper red. I'm going to leave the black in this. I'm going to leave the black on that. Okay, and then I'm going to make my ninja red too. Okay, let me make the video ready today with a kind of consistency. And then I'm going to reduce the weights of my video. I have my ninja. There's going to be this way. Okay, and then this font, I have to work on it too. It's looking too boring for my liking. That's my own way of designing. Font is looking too boring. Everybody looks at it and look at this area ahead. So I'm going to
Yeah,
change it to Montserrat. Yeah,
Montserrat
I'm going to change
or
it to
Myrid
Montserrat.
Pro.
Montserrat, Montserrat is looking very peaceful. Yeah,
Right.
but I'm not going to stop there. I like deceiving people, so I'm going to deceive you guys not to know the I'm going to deceive you guys not to know the font I use. Now this is how I do it. It's actually a top secret, $1 million secret I usually use. I'm going to convert my text to code. I'm going to add my ninja field here. Okay. To convert your text to code in Corel Draw is Control Q, Q, as Q. Alright, so I'm going to distort UV, make it look like my ninja and the logo. Now this is not necessary, please. I'm sure this is not always necessary. I just need to add a fizzy. You understand? So that people will not predict the font I use. One of the top secrets of graphic design is for it to be unpredictable. Hello, for it to be unpredictable. It's one of the top secrets in graphic design. Not when somebody say yes, I know that is going to use this font and they'll be able to predict the font use. So be unpredictable at times. Let people be wondering, what's people usually ask, what font did you use? What is the font you use? When I tell them that it's Montserrat, they say no, it's not Montserrat. Montserrat doesn't look like that. My dear, this is the secret. There's no other magic.
I know,
This is
right?
what I usually
Actually,
yeah,
what's it called? It's a good thing actually to have
yeah.
something that people can
Custom.
like. Okay, when they see such a design, they'll go, "Oh, Donatus created that design." I mean, just by
Yeah,
just
it's
by
actually
seeing it, they'll be like, "Oh,
yeah.
Donatus created the design." So
So
that's just
that is my
it's a form
signature
of
for real.
signature. Exactly.
Yeah, it's my signature for real. So I'm gonna just tweak it a little with that feel, with that feel. You all can see it. So there's no other magic, my dear. There's no other magic. So, but make sure you are very precise. Don't just do anything at the okay? You see, I'm taking my time to go right. All right. All right. I love the way the end is looking. Oh, nice, nice guy. Okay, then I need to marry this one. Yeah, I need to marry this one. And to do that, I have to marry them here. Okay, and then cut here, and then allow here to curve to fit with the J. Like I said, it's not necessary. I'm just doing it, but that's how I try to do my English. I'll confuse my enemies. All right, so I think our logo is looking like it. Shady,
Yeah, sure. We are getting there.
what's you guys view? Is it looking like it?
What's up, guys?
All right,
What
all
What
right,
do you
all
think
right.
about it? I mean, what's it called? To given the amount of time that you are spending on this, I mean, this is a fantastic job you are doing here, right? I really appreciate the way you are showing all the process and the reason you are doing what you are doing, and that is,
Yeah,
that is the main thing about this thing called design, right? You need to understand why you are making the decisions you are making, and that is the most
that's the most
important thing
important.
about it.
Yeah, I tell my people that in logo design, I don't just sell design, I sell concepts, and that is just the truth. I don't
Mhm.
sell design to you. The man that did all of us know Nat Geo Wide now. We use DSTV.
Yeah, what's it called? What was this guy?
Sagi Aviv.
Sage Aviv. Yeah. I
Sagi
mean,
Aviv. What he sold to the company is not that rectangle you are seeing, that boring rectangle. What he sold is the idea. So if you want to really go far as a designer, you have to learn so well how to think as a designer, and you got to learn so well how to sell your ideas. So what we usually do as designers is to creatively create ideas that solve problem and sell it. This one, the one is called something. So you've seen our video ninja, right? Everything was
mad.
created now. Now I'm going to create other versions of it. Okay, that is our gonna have full red. Okay, gonna have the black, and then I'm gonna have the white. I bet don't mind me, nothing like gonna here. We'll go get. I'm going to have the white. I be any foreigner they is any foreigner on this call?
No, not yet.
Any
Not yet.
foreigner on this
Not
call?
yet.
I will limit my we gonna. You're not gonna do anything about it. All right. So you see, I've done the color variations, and please, can you guys see the V and the N? You can see the V and the N, right?
Yeah,
And you can
definitely.
see, yeah, you can see the this. Now, there's also another thing I usually do on my logos. I love adding little effects. Yeah, I love adding little effects to make it look spectacular. Okay, to make it to enhance the aesthetics of the logo. Yeah, to enhance the aesthetics of the logo. So I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to just create this. What I'm doing now is necessary. You get why I'm doing this is to add aesthetics, to add beauty to the logo. It's necessary sometimes. Where do I learn this from? I learned this from Tola Alabi. If you guys know it's Tola Alabi, yeah, if you're in Nigeria and you don't know Tola Alabi, that means
You never start.
you're still learning some stuff. So I'm going to just add the two effects. Hold on, stuff white, go to bitmap, convert this to bitmap. Okay, and then add blur effects, motion blur, and yep, yep. Ah, kí ló ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ yìí? Kí ló ṣe bọ̀bọ̀? See my mouse is disappointed. They run away from me. Okay. Una no vex. Okay, is this
Yeah.
unnecessary? Not always, but I just love adding it to maybe that harmonic effect.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it. What's it called?
Yeah.
If I mean, I believe
Yeah.
what you
Let
are
it
doing
add
here,
that
you are
harmonic
showing it
effect.
for the purpose of this particular class. So if you realize that what you are doing with the brand you are working for and what they stand
Yeah.
for, if you realize that that does not need to be part of their logo, you don't have to put it, right?
You don't have to
However,
add it. Yes, you don't have to add
exactly,
it.
you don't have to include it in it. So
However, I usually add it to create that difference, but it's not compor. See, there's no do or die affair in graphic design. Yet there's no do or die affair. I think I like this thing that I'm still going to blow it. There's no do or die. There's no if you don't like this, you die. You get some people don't want to do this like now. They will do lots of grid and stuff. I love using grid though, but man, that grid stuff makes me a little bit lazy sometimes. Now grid is actually a standard. I won't lie to you. There's some job that deserves grid, and I use grid for. You get
yeah, definitely. Um,
now
what's
this
it
is not
called?
just this is not necessary. I just want to give it a little kind of effect and just let it pop that way. All right, so I think we are good. So this is it. I'm going to present this as the main logo. I'm going to present this as the flat version, the red version, the black, and the white version. Okay, are we together? Now I think I'm done with all these moving forward, so I'm going to get them on the screen. and then add this. All right, now in presentation, another thing I usually do is make sure you present one for each page. So this is going to be my main, then this is going to be fraction, okay, flat fraction. Then this is red, this is the logo in red. Understand why I use red, Abby? Hello,
Hello, guys.
do you understand
Do
why I use
do
red?
you guys understand why he's using red? Okay, they said no. Can you explain?
Because it's an entertainment brand. An entertainment brands, there, there are, they are not rampant. I've not done this other version, so let me do
Okay,
it.
guys. What Donato is trying to explain to us is that the brand is an entertainment brand according
Yeah,
to what's it called, according to the information he has gotten and the research he has done on the brand,
Alexander,
right? So
the
you
son of
understand that the brand is an entertainment brand, and what's it called, that color red kind of resonates with, the audience of the, as a matter of fact, it resonates with the entertainment industry, and it also communicates to that particular target audience. What's it called? Color red has to do with vibe, it has to do with energy, it has to do with passion, it has to do with, a lot of positive things. Um, what's it called? Definitely, we know that red also has negative meanings, but in this case, right, we are using it to communicate the positive side of red. So that is why he is using red for this
Okay,
particular
so
logo.
thank you very much, Daddy. God bless you, sir. So he's right. He's very much right. So you need to understand these things, colors and how they work and how to apply them. You need to understand it. Very, very important. Very, very, very important in identity design. Color psychology is a hack. Okay. So I think we're good. We're good. So yeah, you have it. We now have our initials. Okay, you can clearly see the V, you can clearly see the N, then you can see the brand name you can see lots of it. Okay, the variations. So when I send it this way, and then here another thing I usually do, the last one I usually do is to create a separate page where I explain the concept. Hmm? So I create a separate page where I explain the concept. So I bring my logo this way, and then I explain the concept. Okay. All right. So this is it. This is the explanation. This is the concept. Okay. So here we've gotten our letter B. Okay. We've gotten our letter N here. Yeah, I know you guys can see and you see two V's, but then there's still an N in the part of the logo, and that is the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be exact. It just have to be meaningful. And then another quote I enjoy using is saying that a logo doesn't make a brand iconic, but a brand logo needs the N, second initial for the brand video initial. Okay, we added this. added the ninja effect to show the meaning. Add
Okay,
meaning.
guys. So while he is doing that, I'm going to explain to you what he is doing here. You see, so it's not just enough for you to create the logo, right? Because what he created, we all see the process, we all see how we did it and everything. That is why we are, what's it called? We might not have any issues or whatever about it because we understand how we did it from beginning till the point that it is right now. However,
Yeah,
if if he just had to just take that logo and just send it to the client directly like that, the client might not really understand what the logo stands for, might not understand what the process is, might not understand the decisions it makes, might not understand what all of these things actually really represent, right? But by
yeah,
the virtue of
yeah,
doing all of this explanation, presenting your work in this manner, right? You are giving your client the ability to understand what you are doing, to understand the decisions you are making and why you are making those decisions, which is very, very important in logo design. As a matter of fact, in
yeah,
presentation, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you can sell this. Now, if you do this, there's not, if you say a client I have that that eats through the mouth and understands design, he won't ask you for third option. He won't ask for second option. I promise you this. He won't ask you for second option. To be honest with you. In fact, I think from next year I'll stop doing two options for clients because they end up confused on the one to pick. And it's actually good on my part too, but then I don't want to be confusing my clients. I want to go straight to the point
Yeah, well,
and talk to
actually, I talked about that
so what really
also.
helps me,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I
what
thought
really helps
about
me do
that.
that is this thing I'm doing right now. Yeah,
No, no, you can
I'm with
carry
you,
on.
sir.
You can carry on. I just wanted to chip something in.
Yeah. All right, go
Okay,
on, go
so
on.
concerning the options, right? I mean, there are some projects. To me, I believe there are some projects that requires multiple
Right.
options. There are some projects that does not
Yeah,
require multiple options. However, if you're ever going to present multiple options
yeah.
to your clients,
All
I
right.
mean, you want to make sure that I mean, even if it is what's it called, three, two, one, even if it is four options, make sure that each option meets the standards and does the work for the brand. If out of those four you realize that it's just two or one that is good enough, take the rest out and only present the good ones. Because the truth is, even if you send them two options and or let's say you send three options, right? And just one of those options is substandard and you present it, don't be surprised that that one that you know is substandard is the one your clients will choose.
Yeah,
So you want to also
yeah,
protect,
you're right. It has
you want to
happened to
also
me before.
protect your own, your what's it called, your reputation as a designer. Make sure that whatever
Yeah,
um option you are sending to your client, be it single option, be it multiple options, you are sending them the best. Whichever option, whichever decision they make is going to be best for their brand. And yeah, that is my
yeah.
opinion concerning options actually.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not saying option is wrong, please. I'm not saying I still do options. In fact,
Yeah.
where I work right now, at Daily but we drop like three options for real. But we usually have that challenge of which one we can choose. Which one we can choose.
I mean, what's it
Then I
called?
start
If
doing
the challenge you are, if the challenge you are
have
having
a
is the challenge of,
message.
oh, what's it called? Everything looks beautiful. That I mean, I get that sometimes from my
Yeah.
client, like all these things to make sense. I don't know which one to choose. You understand? That one is okay. You understand? But
Customers are like, wow.
you understand? So don't
Most of
worry.
the time they ask me to help them
I
choose, and
mean,
that is the
you
interesting
are,
part about
because I am confident that
the interesting
whichever
part
one
here.
that they choose is going to serve them well. So and that's what I care about. So I will not send a design
Yeah.
that does not work
So
well for my
I still,
clients.
yeah. Just make sure it works.
Yeah,
Okay, make sure it
that's the
works.
that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
is that a logo doesn't really need to look too busy. I love logos that are meaningful. So the essence of your logo is to be more meaningful than it looks beautiful. Okay, so your logo should look beautiful, appealing, very nice, but you shouldn't make it lose the meaning. Okay, you shouldn't make it lose the meaning. Most iconic logos in the world are not the most beautiful. You get, they are not the most beautiful. They are not even the most colorful, but they are the most meaningful. If you look at that Nike I told you guys about, just something like this now, just added a swoosh and they got their logo. Look at Adidas, they just added three stuff and they got their logo. Look at um Look at Premier League. Yeah, Premier League is very meaningful, nice. So what really makes your logo is the meaning, is the concept. You get, is the concept. So as you are brainstorming, as you are researching, as you are sketching, have your customers' business success and growth at heart. You get, have that at heart. Nothing's going to put you at that top like this thing I just told you. Okay. So I think I'm free to say that this typeface is created custom created typography, custom created typography um, added to add, added to show the peculiarity the I was that term for difference and that word for difference.
What is it?
Show the genuine uniqueness, uniqueness.
Okay, okay,
I was
to
looking for a
make
word
it
for
look unique.
uniqueness.
Yeah.
Uniqueness, yeah, of the brand. So there's no brand like this anywhere else in the world. Yeah, I think we have it. So anybody that sees this concept, we understand logo so well. Okay, so you just see a W. Yeah, you are seeing the concept. You are seeing the colors. Everything is well spaced out. I think I need to take this away from the back. So if you need this for practice, I'll be giving it to boss. I'll be giving the file to boss.
All
Um,
right then. Yeah, definitely. We'll
that's all
the this
access.
thing will be shared in the community for everyone to have access to it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, guys. Have it. Okay. The way what have I done? So there's no tool that you can use to with your creativity. Okay. But then I also know that there are standard. There are standards. Yeah, there are all the time. Standard will be required of you. Ladies and gentlemen, for F9. Okay. This is our logo, guys. Date, 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 and this is it. Now, another very important thing
Your screen is not showing or
during your presentation.
I mean the screen is just
Add,
standing on one place.
his network maybe. Are you guys seeing it now?
No, we are seeing the screen but it's not changing to another page. It's still on page one.
It's just on one page. How about now?
Yeah, still the same page.
Happening. Happening. What's happening? Internet, what's happening?
Okay. I think
Yeah.
it's okay. You can go back now. You can go back now.
Okay, somebody asked what does red got to do with entertainment. Well, I'm not seeing it now. Okay, Mira. Red is the best color for entertainment. Yeah,
Okay. It
here's
might
my
not be the
defense
only
for it.
color actually,
Yeah,
but
it's not the only color, but it's the best. Okay. Look at
okay.
YouTube. Look at those party red hair. Look at
Yeah,
Michael Jackson's lady in red
because it
hair.
catches,
So
it grabs attention
yeah, it grabs at
very easily. I mean, And
very short. And
another color that works
entertainment
well as like,
has
okay, another color that
okay,
I believe also works well is orange.
yeah,
You know, aside from
yes,
red,
beautiful
is
orange.
orange. You
Orange
know,
works. Orange works so
what's it
well.
called? What's it called?
Orange
Yellow too.
works
Yellow too
so well.
can work well if one knows how to use it. Yellow can also
Yes,
work.
a particular shade of yellow works very well.
Yeah,
Yeah. So beyond this class, you guys need to learn how to. You guys need to learn the psychology of color. Very, very important, man. If you can
definitely, definitely.
understand me like this, I won't lie. I'm not really going to say I'm the best when it comes to color selection and color usage, but I've understood color to an extent where I can tell
Can
you,
you
man.
can
I
you
look at you and say,
sorry
ah, this color
please,
is very
can you
well.
take your screen away from the browser? I mean, it's like you are sharing the
Back to the logo.
browser screen. Okay, so can
I,
you
I,
stop
I,
your presentation for now so that you can continue your
okay.
yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we have it. This is the Video Ninja logo. Okay, so here is the explanation. The view is initial for the video. We also added the ninja view on the logo to make it more meaningful since it's an entertainment industry. Okay, all right. There is this dancing ninja feel I added to it, yeah, to depict the entertainment part of it. Then on the other side, we have the letter N, which is the second initial for the brand Video Ninja. We added the ninja effect to add mean to the logo. Okay. Then on the bottom, we have the part that explains typography. Okay, and it is a custom created typography. We created that to show the peculiarity and uniqueness of the brand. Okay. Also, we have the logo variations. This is the original logo in a white background. This is the original logo in a black background. This is the original logo in a flat. This is the flat version of the logo. This is the logo in red. This is the logo in black. The remaining one. No, it's not that. Okay. So let me just duplicate and then color this shit. I can do this. But okay, let me just do this. Let me just copy everything. See, paste, and then change this to red. Ah, man, it's too ready. None of this. Okay, bloody red. All right, so there you have it, guys.
This is a masterpiece. This
Okay,
is a
I think
masterpiece.
we are done. Okay, guys, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all.
I mean,
I appreciate.
what's it called? It has really been a no. You are still sharing the chat screen. Oh, yeah.
Sir?
Maybe you should stop sharing. Maybe you should stop presenting.
Yeah, yeah, I will stop presenting. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Donatus Nwachukwu. Okay, I'm a crazy ass badass, whatever ass logo designer, UI UX
Voila,
designer.
voila.
Uh,
What's it called?
I'm an upcoming comedian. What's that? I'm an upcoming comedian. I
I
design for a
usually
living,
see you.
actually.
I dey always see you for this guy comments. Brain Jotter. Be like you like the guy very well.
I love
Anytime,
Brain Jota. I
anytime,
love
anytime we Facebook where Facebook brings the that video when they suggest the video to me, they'll be like, "Oh, Donatus
it's right.
commented on Brain Jotta's video." So it is actually because of you I am seeing his content. You know,
Brain Jota.
is I mean
I
it's amazing. Yeah.
am a huge fan of Brain Jota. I'm a huge fan of Sabinus. Yeah.
You know what? It's like you
And
are still
then
sharing your this
I
thing.
design for a living for
You
real.
are still
I'm still
sharing
sharing.
your
Hey, wait,
yeah.
wait, wait.
Okay, better now.
The Moon Noves. Thanks. Sorry for disturbing my ugly face. It's not intentional. Okay, so
It's all
what was
right.
I saying? I was saying,
You be
I was saying,
fine boy
this
now.
man.
You be handsome man.
Ah, I bet when I deceive, everybody should get that. I'm not fine, I know. All right, so guys, it has been an awesome session with you guys. So, um, they said they never leave me. I still day. Good afternoon, everybody. How is the family? All right. Um, I do design for a living, for real. I do design for a living. Um, in fact, thank you very much, Daniela, for having me. I appreciate this.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you very much for impacting your knowledge on this community, right? I mean, we
amen.
will definitely bring you back some other time. I mean, there is still a lot that we're still going to do together. This community is a growing community, and we are going to develop it
Yeah,
together
sure, sure,
to a
sure. I
very
like what we do.
extent whereby it's going to leave its impact. So before you leave, let's just um let's just see if if the community has some questions to ask you before you leave. Guys, if you have questions, please
All right. So bring
please
your questions.
quickly
Please
send it in.
type your questions.
Yeah, quickly type
And
your
then one last thing, in
questions
case
so that
yeah,
yeah,
one
go
last
on.
thing, in case you're not following me, in case you're not following me on social media, my social media handle is Donatus Nwachukwu on Facebook.
Type
Doni
it, can you
Nwachukwu.
type it in the
All
chat?
right, all right.
I mean, I
Let
mean,
me
I
type
would have
it.
helped you
Let me
type it, but
type
I might
it.
miss some letters in your this thing.
Facebook. Facebook is Donatus. Donatus Nwachukwu. Okay, it is Facebook.
Guys,
Then
go and follow
on
him.
Instagram, I have two accounts on
Go and
Instagram. One for
go
business,
and do
one
whatever you can do.
for
Send
Instagram.
him request on Facebook. He dey accept request to, be like me.
Like
He dey
I
accept
accept
request
to
to
back to back.
send
I
their
accept
what's it
back
called.
to
Follow
back.
him
So
on Instagram, on Twitter. He's going to follow you back immediately, right?
yeah, for
And
sure,
that's
for
it.
sure.
And
Then
don't
I have
mind
two
me, I
accounts
do
on
accept
Instagram.
requests too. Make una no go think
Hey,
say
wait.
make una no go dey think say that friend don dey form o.
Oh, you're big, you're big, I beg. You're big, sir.
Abeg o, big for where?
You're very big. You're
where
very big for
where
real.
we go come put you? If me I big, where we go put you?
So these are my Instagram handles and my social media handles. And
So guys,
now
kindly follow him.
I
So
dropped some of my works. I dropped some of my works. So follow me. I promise you are going to get inspired. Okay, get
honestly, I
inspired.
mean,
All
aside from some design
right,
stuff that
over
you
to you. Your
usually
questions,
drop.
please. Ask me your plenty questions.
So while you
Your
guys are
questions.
sending in your questions, aside from some design stuff that you usually drop, I mean, you usually drops a lot of inspirational stuff. What's it called? Like, I mean, he's a good writer
Excuse me, guys. I'm
also.
coming.
He usually drops a lot of, I mean, writings and contents on Facebook and Instagram to inspire young designers to just get you going and all. So you guys should drop your questions before it comes back so that you can tackle it. So you can tackle it. Okay. Waiting for your questions. Oh. Àbí ṣé kò sí question ni? Ṣé what's it called? Did you grab everything and you don't have any other question so that we can know so that because it's late already. This is 11:28. So if you guys don't have questions, we can call it a night.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have questions, please just say that I don't have questions. If we get three people to say they don't have questions, then we are going to what's it called? We are going to uh late comer. Àwọn late comer leléyìí o. Late comer leléyìí o, àbí? Okay, you probably had joined before and you are rejoining. So uh what's it called? I think we can call it a night. I think we can call it a night. So let's wait for Donatus to come back. Okay, there's a question. Oh, how do you check if someone haven't created the kind of logo you created? Okay, I'm going to attend to this question before Donatus comes back. Actually, for me, what I do
Okay,
is
guys. I'm back.
okay,
I'm
okay,
back. Sorry,
definitely,
I have
yeah.
to go eat myself. Sorry, no, I'm
All right,
Okay,
welcome
so is
back.
a question.
Yeah. There's a question. There's a question.
Okay, how do I check if somebody haven't created the logo? All right, it's very simple. So this is how you check it. This is how I usually check it. So you go to the logo. Okay, let me do it now so you guys will see it. Let me share my screen with you guys so that you see it. Okay. If you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen, let me know.
Yes, we can.
So in case you are just joining us, this is the logo that was created from this is a random logo that we picked during the training and then we created this. Okay. Yeah, created this. All right. So they're going to share this in the group after now. Right. So for you to know that the logo has not been created, this is what you do. Export the logo as a JPEG. Okay. I'm going to export this as a JPEG. Sorry for this. I'm going to export this as a JPEG. Okay. Export as. Okay. Yes. I can just put it on desktop. Okay. Sorry. I just want to say this one where I can do. Okay. So I've exported it. Now I'm going to go to Google. Okay. I'm going to go to Google, create a new. There are many ways to go about it, but I'm going to go to images, images.google.com. Okay. So go to images.google.com and then search the image. So I'm going to search the image. I'm going to search by image. So I'm just going to I'm going to drag the image to Google. Okay, so I'm going to drag, and once if I drag it and then there's any logo that looks like it, the options will pop up to come out. You understand? Hello, you
Yes,
guys get
yes.
that?
Yes, we are getting it. We are getting it.
You guys get that, right?
Yes,
Right.
we are.
All right. So if if the logo already exists and is online, okay, if it already exists and it's online, once I do this, it's going to bring all the logos that look like it, all the images that look like it. Yes. Okay. See, so this is the closest that they were able to bring. Visually, see, and visually similar images. So this is what they brought. You get this is what they brought. They brought nothing. This like this here. I guys see my screen.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So
So
so these are similar images
they
that
go.
look
They go
similar to
duplicate.
that particular image. So
Yeah,
if
to that
something like
particular
that,
image.
if
So
something exactly like that has been created, you would have seen it here. So the
if
fact
something
that
like
you
that
are,
has been created, that means I have to go back and alter and
exactly,
so you can see we can go over and over and over and we didn't see anything. Can even like how I used to scroll, I would scroll to the end, like I can scroll many screens until they tell me this is the end of your journey. I'm not getting instant like so that's how I do that. Okay, any other question? Any other questions?
any other questions,
All right,
guys?
let me chip in this. This is just an advice. This is just an advice on logo design. So,
You are still sharing your screen, oh.
what is the best way to get good at logo design? Okay, number one, design every day.
You are still sharing
Alex,
your screen, oh.
okay, there's no question. Okay, come on, no this bushman, this boy man. Okay, so so how to get good at logo design? Number one, design every day. If you design every day, you're going to be a badass. Okay, see what? How many of you know Victor Ajala in Nigeria graphic designers? Yeah,
Yeah,
actually
sure,
everybody
that
here
guy.
knows.
Yeah. Ajala.
So um, what really made Victor this good was his consistency. So if you want to really be good at graphic design, I design every day. The same thing with me. I design every day. Okay, I design every day, and it has really helped me a lot. And in fact, what I usually do anytime I'm having anytime I'm having what do I call that thing again? Creative block. If I'm doing flyer and there's creative block, I'll just go and do a logo to relieve
I mean,
to relieve myself from
that's
the
your
stress.
escape.
That,
It has become
that's my
an
escape.
escape.
To be honest, that is my escape. Anytime I'm designing and I'm stuck, I'll go and design a logo.
I
So
mean,
guys,
that's a
that's just
wonderful
it.
escape.
Without any more questions. Joseph, you have a question. Joseph, you have a question. Somebody's raising up his hand.
Okay, Joseph, Oluwatobi, yeah, go ahead with your question. We are waiting, oh, Joseph.
I don't think he has. I don't think he has. He asked if I knew Ajala. Okay, okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
okay, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So to get good design every day. All right. Thank you everyone for coming.
All right,
I really
guys.
appreciate
It has
this.
really been a wonderful time. Um, Doni, Donatus, thank you very much for showing up once again. Thanks for coming, and we'll definitely bring you back to come and impact this community once more. And we're going to call it a night. My name remains Damilola, but you can call me that fresh. Just like Donatus, you can also follow me at on Instagram at, let me put my handle here, IG at what's it called? That fresh underscore Dami. That's IG. FB is at that fresh Dami Lola Emmanuel. That is my FB. So you can follow me. You can send me requests on Facebook. I also have a Facebook page, which is that fresh Damilola. Once you don't worry, once you send me a request on Facebook or you follow me on Facebook, you will see every other thing about me. I mean, what's it called? Aside from being a musician, sorry, aside from being a designer, I'm also a musician, and that fresh is actually my stage name. So it's just no, it's just about it. You get it, right? If you don't get it, do what? Forget it. Forget about it. So we're going to call it a night. And one thing everyone is going to do right after this call, when we get into the group, right? Maybe later. I know everyone is already um tired and we want to sleep. Maybe tomorrow or during the week, we are going to do proper introduction of everybody in the group, because we are over 100 member now in that group. So we need to introduce ourselves. We need to know each other. We need to follow each other up so that we can all connect and help each other grow. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are going to share the presentation. Donatu, is it the presentation you said you're going to share with us, right? Hello, Donatus, are you still there? Hey, Baba don't leave us, so Baba don't leave us, so okay. So, guys, we are going to share the presentation with you guys in
I'm
case
still
there's.
around. I'm still around. I've shared the PDF with you, so you can just share it to
Oh,
the group.
okay, okay, okay. All right then. All right. I
I'm
would.
still.
Yeah, I would. I will check that and forward it to the group. And what's it called, I'm also, I mean, I think what's it called, the technology, I mean, since the last time I've tried to do my research and just find a way to work around this whole thing to make sure that everything that we are doing is working out properly for us. So the recording has been going on. So after the class, I will try to check if we can get it. Hopefully, I'm going to get the recording. I'm going to edit some part that probably needs to be edited, and I'm going to upload it and share the link into the group so that everyone can still go over it and over it whenever you need to. Maybe you are creating a logo sometime and then you forgot something, or you are having creative block, you can come and watch Oga Donatus how he did it on design charts. So with that said, we are going to call it a night. It has been a lovely and wonderful ride with you guys. Peace out and bye for now. Bye. Let me see you say bye or use your this thing in the comment section. Let me see you wave. Let me see you wave in the comment section. I can see you, Joseph. That's what's up. That's what's up. You are a real G. You are a real OG. Anybody else, if you don't have your camera on, put your what's it called? Use your keyboard, right? Use your keyboard. Use emojis and everything you can use to say goodbye, so that we can call it a night. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for you guys, though. I'm just waiting for one. Bye, bye, Gary, bye, Guguru, or whatever that you guys are going to say, and we're just going to end this whole thing. Or else, we're just going to sit down here. I'm going to sit down here doing nothing. Okay, guys, let's call it a night, and that's it. Bye for now. Till we meet